Welcome to March 3rd. A real special event happens once a year, and here I am to celebrate it once more. It is a week away right now. It is February 25th right now, and I don't really have many ideas. I'm pretty sure this is gonna be the first one in the series, so I guess I'm here to clarify some things. You know, March 3rd, real special event. I usually do like cool stuff. Like I've uploaded some of my most popular videos on March 3rd, or just some notable ones. This year, I don't really know what I'm uploading. I have some things in mind, but I'm a week away, and this is the first of the videos. So I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. But for this one, what you're about to see is footage that I recorded for my 5th channel anniversary that got scrapped because the video was gonna be too long, and I thought I should save it for this video for March 3rd, so that I would have a video I would have at least one video. And what better video to make than to say why I've been gone. I know it's not that original, not that special, but like I literally have nothing. I'm so burnt out and everything. So yeah, what you're about to see is footage from like a month and a half ago. It is just me in my feelings for a little bit, like ranting about how hard my life is. Except maybe it's not that hard, but I've been very busy. All right, I've been very busy. I always use that excuse, but this time I've actually been very busy. So, but I'm recording this again. I'm not just using that, obviously, to record an intro and maybe an outro, but also I missed an event in there, and then also it's been a month and a half since that video. So I guess just continuing the story. But yeah, I don't remember what I began talking about, but why I've been gone. Here, football. There you go. Like over the summer, where I was supposed to get back into it, like right after I came back from that suspension, the suspension thing that cost me. I wanted to come back strong to this channel since I left it behind in my junior year a little bit. I let it slack, and they couldn't. I played football. I played football in the summer. I know I don't look like the biggest guy out here, right? But I played football, and that took up a lot of my time over the summer and into the school year. And I couldn't come back to this channel like I wanted to, but I never do. I always say I'll come back, and I never do come back as strong as I had hoped. But football, at least it was something, like I was doing something productive with my life, right? I wasn't just like off playing like I did playing Fortnite. Football was okay. It was okay, honestly. I met some people. I met a team, a really cool team. Honestly, football players are not what they seem, or at least my football team wasn't. They did accept me, like more than I thought they would. I am just a scrawny kid who has never touched a football in his life, but they accepted me. I love them for that. I did it with a friend. It had its ups and downs. Sometimes just I wanted to quit. I really did want to come back to this channel. I feel like there were better things I could be doing than just football. But that's where my life went. And then when school started, I still had football, but then I had school and football. And that's when I started to see, this YouTube thing can't stay around much longer if I'm gonna do these two things. And it didn't. The last thing I uploaded was, of course, my guitar cover of August, because it was beginning of school year, it wasn't that hard yet. But yeah, it went on. That's how life went on. I had planned to upload again like 3 weeks after that, and then a month after that, and then it never happened because I didn't have time. But honestly, didn't mind. When I came back from school, when school started and football started, okay, so the event that I forgot to talk about, I don't know how, this is actually, it was a big thing, but like, so I was in this thing where it's someone's 15th birthday party, a quinceañera, and like she had dancers like chambelanes, chambelanes, and I was one of them. Me and my brother were one of them, and my friend, and I did that throughout the summer. Like I said yes to the request way before like I ever thought of football or even the preseason. So I think I said yes to them in like March or something, April, and they finally started in like July. So at the same time as football, I was doing those practices to like dance for this girl's quinceañera. So that was, that took up some time. It wasn't as bad as football, but like the already limited time I had was going down the drain fast. So that was a big event. I might put up a picture of like me at the place. I made some good memories there. Like the quinceañera's brother, he's a pretty cool dude. The other chambelán that we didn't really know, he's a cool dude too. But we didn't really get to bonding until like the last week of like all the preparations. We didn't really get to bond until then. So, and that was pretty much it. I haven't talked to them in like months. So, friends come and go, good times come and go, and that's probably like the moral of the story here. Good times come and go, but so do bad times. And I think that's all I have to say about that event. Back to what I was talking about. Now, when like end of September rolled around, it's like homecoming was coming up. I don't know if I've ever revealed it on here, but I'm like, or I don't know how to explain it. I can't explain it right now, but I was basically like the homecoming prince. We called it Mr. Junior. It was a whole thing. I'll put a picture up of my little portrait. All right, it was unofficial. It's a whole thing. I want to release those videos in like 10 years. It's for you guys to see, and I definitely will. In 10 years. Anyway, so after that disaster last year, I wanted to become homecoming king, and so I tried my hardest, and I did make a video. I haven't completely left video making. It's just not for this channel because it's a little more personal. It's a little more for the school than it is for this channel. I'm pro V3 here, but in school, I'm a studious guy. I'm a student. But I made a video, and that I'll also release in 10 years, if not earlier. Point is, that video took up a lot of time, and I think ever since that video, I've been trying to catch up, and I never have. Like, I've caught up, but that video really was the start of my unhealthy obsession with filling up my time with not even extracurriculars, because they're not even really, they're not beneficial at all, but just my unhealthy obsession with filling my time up. That homecoming week filled with making that video. I don't regret it at all because it did pay off in the end. I'll pull up a picture. I became homecoming king. Like, to my surprise, even though there were actually people running, like they did this thing where if two people won, it doesn't matter what gender the two people were. If two girls won, then there'd be two queens. If two boys won, there'd be two boys. And I was the only boy, and the rest were like 6 girls, I think. And I won. I can't believe it. I won. I still can't believe it. To say I'm homecoming king, that's such a like the cliche homecoming king is, yeah, I guess I was on the football team too, that's kind of cliche, but the most cliche thing is like the homecoming king is this like super popular like football jock that's like hangs out with girls and his guys, and is like this absolute chat of a man. And then there's me, that one homecoming king, and it's like I can't believe it. I still can't believe it. That day, I wish someone recorded that. I know someone did, but I don't have a video for it. I wish someone recorded that. But I won homecoming king later that day, right? I was at my senior night playing football. I mean, another thing about the football team, I never did play a varsity game, even though I'm a senior. I was always on JV because, I mean, I don't have a problem with that because I've never played football before, and JV was hard enough, honestly. But it was a little strange that day specifically because I'm a senior, so I got all this recognition for being a senior, even though I didn't play for the varsity team. It was super funny, but I won homecoming king. I didn't need any more recognition than that. And that day was amazing. The day after was the homecoming dance. Day was also amazing. They carried me in the air at one point, and then I was like in the middle of a dance battle almost. The whole homecoming king was playing like those TikTok beats that go like those hard like 808s type beats. It would go like boom 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 boom, like those kind of dances, those kind of beats. That's basically the entirety of homecoming. That was it. What it was it. And so at one point I was like, one of my football teammates like just pulled me into the middle circle. Like I was close there anyway, but like he pulled me in, and then I was the center of attention. I didn't know what to do. I don't know how to battle dance or whatever. So I just started like hopping like this. It was fun. People were getting hyped up, so it was cool. And then one guy, some soccer guy, like started to lift me up, and then everyone caught on because they knew I was a homecoming king. Like I was in my iconic, burgundy and lime green tie, burgundy suit, lime green tie. So I guess it was very apparent I was the homecoming king, even though I didn't even have my sash. I didn't bring my car. I left all that stuff in my car. I kind of regret not bringing it in, but whatever. They recognized me anyway. I was in the air for a bit. It was such a wild night. That weekend was so wild, bro. I won homecoming king. Actually, that whole week, that video, the stress, and it was Spirit Week too. I tried to participate every day with like my outfits. I don't know if I can pull up a picture now, but I was doing that. The homecoming king video, or that Mr. Senior, I guess you would call it. Then me actually winning homecoming king, then me getting recognized as a senior, and then at the football game that day, and then I got like 6 hours of sleep, right? Because I'm also the social media manager, so I had to, since it was Spirit Week, I was the one posting those people up on our Instagram page. I had so much to do that week, and that was only a taste of what like the rest of my senior year is gonna be. Like, I've lived through that multiple times, and I'm still living through it. That's what I should be doing now. I'm still living through it. But that entire homecoming week, it was wild. It was just a taste of what's to come. But after homecoming week, right, things sort of calmed down. I had to catch up on my schoolwork, and then I think it was pretty calm for the rest of it, like until like November, I want to say. Or actually no, I had to work on my college application, like for my state university, because I really want to go to this state university, like in my state, in my third U.S. state. You'll know what I'm talking about if you Google it. I really want to go there, so, and their deadline was, or the early action deadline was November 1st. I really wanted to get it done, and I sort of did, but I still needed my school transcript, so I didn't actually get it done until the month later, December 1st. Or I got it in by then, so just early, regular, but whatever. I don't care. Actually, I did care, but whatever. November was cool, right? It was my birthday month. It was It was a lot of planning for my party. I put it off for so long because I'm just so busy. That's been my excuse for the longest time, but now it's like actually true, and I feel so bad about it now because I've been using that excuse for so long. Now that's actually true. It's like, well, I gotta do something with my life. But I had to plan for my birthday party, and I did sort of. It was okay. My party, amazing time. I think it was better than last year, even though a lot of people didn't show up, but that's fine though. That's fine. My next birthday party, I'm sure, is gonna be amazing too. But yeah, my birthday party, my actual birthday, was good too. And then I remember I had a week off in November. I forgot what I did that week. I don't think I did much. Then Thanksgiving rolled around. I hung out with my friend on Thanksgiving. For November, Thanksgiving break. Cool, I guess. Moving on to December. Another amazing month is when the Christmas season started rolling around. Honestly, all of Christmas season, I didn't even feel I was in Christmas season. I was so caught up in so much work. I was like drowning in work, not like all types of work. It didn't even feel like Christmas. I played Christmas music, but it just kind of drove me insane because I didn't feel that. I didn't feel that spirit, and it's such a weird feeling. I feel so disassociated with my life. I don't know how to describe it. It didn't feel like Christmas, but I lived through it. December, what did we do in December? I can't remember. December was just filled with stuff, a bunch of college stuff. Oh, right, the musical. I completely forgot. The musical that I started, that's what I started. That week off in November, that's when I started. That's when I signed on to do the musical. I always wanted to do it, like, since I knew about it, with my friends in it. And I couldn't because the football was still going on. And it started, so I after football ended, I still left it for like 2 weeks. I didn't even think I was gonna get anything. I just thought I was just gonna show up to rehearsal, and then that's it. Like, just show up to rehearsal, just kind of be there. But on my second day of rehearsal, I was cast as Flotsam from The Little Mermaid. That's what the musical was. And the Little Mermaid, that musical, honestly, the highlight of my senior year. I don't know if it gets any better than that. The people I met, the experience I had, just the overall, like, creative juices that flowed through there every day, the fun I had backstage. It was the greatest time of my life. Like, up there with winning Homecoming King. But that lasted a month. It was gotta be the greatest, like, 30 days of my life. And all our hard work culminated on December 8th, 9, and 10. Opening night was amazing. It was December the 9th, a Friday. It was also amazing. We went to Chili's after. We celebrated like 2 people's birthdays there. And then December 10th, it was the final performance. And then I went to a birthday party after of one of the actors. It was a great time. Honestly, I can make a whole video about that musical. That's like same thing I could do with the football team. I can make videos out of that. But it was amazing. I was on like the greatest experience I've ever had. I like from the music to the actual experience. It was amazing. Like, I got one of my favorite songs right now. Like, something that brings back memories is "She's in Love." Some song in like Act 1, I think. Yeah. That you gotta listen to it. Amazing song. I never would have known about it without the musical. After that ended, it was just, I was riding that high for like, I think I'm still riding that high. The next play is about to start. I'm still riding that high. I love doing that. And I really want to do it again. But after the musical ended, right after December 10th, it was just more work. Honestly, I can't even remember. Everything's such a blur. Like, I've just been caught up in work all the time. I can't remember what exactly I was working on in December. Probably college stuff. And I didn't start going into overdrive for college until was it? Like, actually, yeah, like right after the musical ended, like a week after the musical ended. Since I had met actors, right, my plan was to hire those actors to be in my short film to submit to college. And I got them on. I had to write a script, give them actually no, I had to come up with an idea first. I couldn't have them sign up to something they didn't even know, something that I didn't even know what I was gonna do. So I came up with an idea, invited them. They said yeah, and my actor choice were good. They're good actors, I guess. No, they are amazing actors. They're probably the best in my school. One of them's my friend. You would think that makes him easy to work with, but it doesn't. And I hate him for it, but whatever. When I wrote the script took me like a week. It's the first time I ever wrote a script. It honestly made me question if the whole process. I'm not even gonna lie to you. That short film, I know it's what I want to do with my life, but that short film was so stressful. I'm still working on it. I should be working on it right now. That's how long this is taking me. It's about a month in the making. But the stress that thing has caused me, like, cause this is where I went, right? I had to write that script, in a week. And I had to give it to my actress friend to study it. I don't even think they really studied it. I think one of them did, but whatever. It didn't even matter. And then track. I forgot about track too. The right after the musical ended, that Monday after the musical ended, I began my track practice. I'm on the winter track team. My knee is busted right now, so I'm not running right now. I honestly don't know my future right now. I'm damaging my knee. I'm filling up my time with crap. My life is falling apart, but we'll get to that. I agree on track. Track's okay. Honestly, it's much harder than football because in track I actually practice, like actually go hard. And in football practice it was okay because I wasn't that good, so I didn't get that much practice in. I was kind of shy. But in track you can't really be shy. It really is just running. But that was track. It's cold out on the track. Whatever, I just deal with it. And that's when the script thing came along, right? So I had to decide to focus more on the film or track during winter break. Obviously it was the film. I skipped practice and a meet we had, but that's fine. I don't care. It doesn't really affect me. I don't care much about track as I did football. I care more about this film. And let me tell you, winter break was garbage. Again, like I'm saying, it did not feel like Christmas. And during winter break, it did not feel like the end of the year. It just felt like another day. I felt so out of it. I feel so like dissociative right now at all times. Like I'm living, like I'm not living. It's so weird. But winter break was like, I had to make this short film. My plan was to write like almost like a shot schedule. I call it my shot sheet. About all the different things I have to record to make this happen, and that thing was thrown out the window, and I wanted to rip my hair out, and all my actors hated me. I hated myself. I didn't think I could be this bad at directing, at trying to play. Honestly, I didn't even know there were this many jobs in filmmaking. I learned about a script supervisor, I think they're called. And that is desperately what I needed. I'm editing this, I started editing this in January, beginning of January, and oh my god, the freaking continuity errors. There were such good takes, but I can't use them because they weren't, it doesn't match. Continuity is such a problem, it doesn't match. So I couldn't do it, and I had to, but I didn't know that in the moment I was going to. When I was recording, so I recorded Monday, my part with my brother. It was a part that didn't require any actors except myself. So I did that on Monday. I don't remember the dates exactly, but you just look at a calendar. I'll put it up on the board. I might even make a diagram here. But the Monday, Monday the 26th, obviously, day after Christmas. Monday the 26th, I recorded my part. Then it was Tuesday the 27th. It was day one. my plan was to record the first scene, right? I did not get to that. I got halfway through the first scene, or well, a little more than halfway through the first scene. But one of my actors was what, 2 hours late. This guy sucks, honestly. So I was working with people that I half knew, but I'm glad I got to work with them. They're much closer friends now. They were the people from the play, right? One was Ariel, like the main character. One was Flounder. So those are the actors I chose. My friends now. And then the third guy, the guy that was 2 hours late, was Sebastian. He was playing Sebastian in the musical. Those are the people I got to play the three main characters. Right, Sebastian here was 2 hours late. I was working with Ariel and Flounder. They were cool people. It was a little awkward because I didn't know them that well, and I was like, I had to direct people that I didn't know at all. But that kind of made it better. It kind of was easier to, like, so they didn't talk back, I guess you could say. But I didn't care. I thought that shot schedule would serve me well. No, it does not. I don't know how I'm gonna major in filmmaking and complain about this crap, but oh my god, I've never had such a hard time trying to record something. I've always winged recording something, but like, and it usually doesn't work out. It usually takes much longer than expected. But this time I'm like, alright, I'm gonna plan it this time, and hopefully it doesn't take that long. And it still took too long. And it took too long to make that schedule in the first place. It was just wasting my time, really. And so when this actor finally showed up, I didn't even really need him for the 2 hours he was late, so I guess that was okay. But when he finally showed up, we started, and it was like, I don't know what I'm doing. But we got through the day. We were all tired. I was tired. My knees hurt. I know my actors were tired. And we were all like a little It was like, come on. We got through the day. I called it quits because honestly, I hated where it was going. I was sure my actors hated me. So I just called it quits like halfway through the scene and said like, you know what, screw it, leave it for tomorrow. And then we had a good time afterwards. Like we honestly did have a good time. We were like friends. We were some good friends. We made food in my kitchen, which was cool, I guess. And then we went to drop off one of the actors off to work. And we went to Kohl's. And on the way, like, this guy that was 2 hours late to the day broke my speakers with his microphone, with his karaoke carpool microphone. So annoying. So my van doesn't have speakers anymore. Like, they're broken. There's no sound. It's very sad. Whatever. The second day rolls around. I recorded the rest of the scene in my kitchen. Then we went into the basement, and surprisingly, we got it done. We got a scene and a half done in a day, and I really needed that because on the next day, Thursday, this guy. Like, the entire production was revolving around one of my actors, and this actor was so impossibly hard to work with. Like, oh my god. Wednesday went okay, right? My mom made us food afterwards. It was okay. I don't remember much from Wednesday. I don't think anything eventful happened. It was just recording, and my basement sucks. It was so, all my actors sucked. Like, no, all my actors were kind of because obviously you're in a basement, you're in like a space that really only one of my actors fit in because she was so short, and the rest of us had to bend down, and it was just sucked. Then Thursday rolls around, I'm like, alright, one of my actors in here, I'll take advantage and like try and edit this thing, and I did. Or like I was trying to edit it, and I didn't get that far, honestly. I have such a problem ever since, but I've had such a problem lately. I have not been able to work like at all. I have like no work ethic anymore. I don't know why, and it's so worrying because I need to get stuff done. I need to get stuff done. Again, with this college application thing, I need to get stuff done. I was trying to edit that Thursday the 28th, but didn't get much done. Then Friday rolled around, and I needed the rest of my actors. So that day sucked. Tuesday, honestly, one of the most worst days of my life, bro. I swear to God, if I have to relive that, I kill myself, man. Well, Friday rolls around. I need the rest of my actors, right? They already started off whack. I want to go pick up one of my main characters, and then she lives next to one of my other actors, so I was like, all right, I'll go pick them up at the same time. But my other guy, he didn't even wake up yet. Like, I knocked on his door and called him and everything, and I had other people call him and everything, but he wouldn't pick up. No one would answer his door. So I left. I'm like, well, what the heck do I do now? And there were people waiting for me at my house because some of them were driving to my house, and I had them show up at my house. But no one was home, so they were just kind of there, waiting for me to show up. And I didn't leave like a spare key or anything, so I'm like, after this guy doesn't wake up, I have to go back home to open the door for the rest of my actors, and then like gather up, right? It was just me, 5 people, all conversing amongst themselves. I don't like being mean and like controlling, especially because they're my friends, sort of. Or like not even my friends. Maybe that's why I couldn't. I don't know. I have a problem like controlling people like that. So I have 5 people in a room. I was trying to get them to watch the little preview I made of my short film. It didn't really work out, but it took like 10 minutes to get them to do something. And then the actor that wouldn't wake up finally picked up the phone. He called me. He was like, I just woke up. I was like, all right, I'm gonna go pick you up. And I had to bring these 5 girls that I don't know why they decided to be pregnant. Like they had a half sphere of styrofoam, and then all of them decided to be pregnant. And it was a little annoying, not gonna lie. Like I was honestly like actually annoyed. I don't get annoyed easily. Like you could probably see in my reactions to the levels I beat, and I don't get annoyed easily. But I'm telling you, it was a little frustrating. I went to this guy's house, and then we came back. We were there for a while too. I don't know why. We came back. We wanted to make a stop at Wawa. I was like, alright, I guess I'll fill up with gas too while I'm at it. And then we bought nothing from Wawa. Then they wanted to go to this other place, some other place to go get food. And I didn't know how to get there in my car. I was the one driving, and I took some turn. I missed my turn, looped back around, and I was like, this is the perfect way to describe it. I was like the dad of the group. I made the executive decision to not fulfill their wish, for them not to eat, and just left. I went back home because I had to. I'm like, we have to get this video done, or else this is like gonna fall apart. And it did fall apart anyway. They didn't get their food. I didn't get my way. No one got their way. And it sucked. We finally got home with almost everyone. One of the actors told me they were not gonna make it for the day. I was like, all right, whatever. And then this guy, the guy that was late 2 hours on the first day, and then also another hour on the second day. He was late again, about an hour and a half this time. But it didn't even matter because everyone was late, or like I was late too. And we finally got started. This time, the last scene called for us being in the house. You'll all know what I'm talking about when I release this film like publicly. But the last scene called for us to be outside. We were waiting outside. We realized, like, the whole premise of the video is that we're cold, that the actors are cold and they want to get warm. And it was such a problem with the freaking sun that it was so hot that day. It's like it's the beginning of winter, and I know it's not that cold yet, but The sun was blazing on the side of my house. No one could focus. Everyone was hot. No one could see because the sun was in their eyes. And then one of my actors had to go. No, actually, no, not even yet. We called it quits because, yeah, the actor that was late, this Sebastian guy, had to leave and then come back. So we went back inside because we couldn't get anything done without all our actors, especially because he's the one of the main characters. So we went back inside. And then I ordered pizza, right? Because they were or at least I think they were hungry because they wanted food earlier. So I was like, all right, I'll order pizza. And then one of the girls left, so one of my actors left. So I was down to a 3-person choir. That don't make sense when I released this video. I was down to a 3-person choir. And then what happened? Then it came down to picking up the pizza, and then I don't know why, but these girls are so freaking annoying that day. They were my friends too, and they felt like they wanted to create a fake argument. Me and my buddy got out of the car to pick up the pizza from this place. We got back in the car and they were arguing, but like pretend arguing. We knew they were pretend arguing, and they wouldn't stop pretend arguing for the next hour and like a half, or until one of the other actors left at like 2. Oh, it was so annoying. Oh my god. They wouldn't stop arguing. It was just sad. I already felt down. Their arguing made me feel more down. Okay, the guy that left before, he came back. We tried to record outside again when the sun was a little lower. It was still kind of hot, but it didn't matter. Another actor left at 2 or like 2:30, and so that was the end of attempt 2 of trying to record. And we went back inside. And actually no, some of us went to the park. 2 others stayed inside to play Roblox or whatever. I could have maybe use my time up better to edit, but whatever. Then we ended up all going to the park. We played some volleyball, and we were like, it was really coming down to the wire. I was like, oh god, I might not be able to do this. And it's the first of many of these thoughts. I hate it. I hate it with a passion. I had to somehow. My main character was starting to get sick. She really looked like horrible, and I felt really bad. The rest of my actors were also a little like, and like they're still my friends. That was basically the only saving grace I had. They were still kind of my friends. They would do stuff for me, but we came back from the park to, because like one of the actors that left at 2:30, they had to get blood work done, but for some reason their blood work took like 2 hours. So it was night. It was night. I planned on the scene taking place in the morning, and it was night. It was no sun, and the only light we had was a street lamp. But that was fine. And that's how it was recorded, because that's all I had left. That's all I had left in me. That's all the time I had left. I couldn't wait another day because I needed to edit it. And then I needed, so when we came back from the park, when everyone was here together again, or almost everyone, and we decided, or I guess I decided, screw the shot schedule. I actually didn't even write a shot schedule for that part because I didn't finish it. I was like, screw it, I'm making something out of nothing. So on the spot, I was making up every shot in my head and hoping that when I go to edit it, it just lined up. And it sort of did, but whatever. That's how it was recorded. That's all. And then it was actually cold. The sun wasn't out anymore, and it was actually cold. Like, not cold, but like it was getting cold. When my actors was sick, everyone was the morale was so low. I can't begin to describe how the feeling. I felt so bad. like basically dragging them out there, dragging myself out there. No one wanted to be there. Like, I know they were just being nice, and I was trying to keep my cool, but it was so hard for everyone to like keep it together. The morale was so low. When I finally called seeing like the end of the film, the end of filming, you know, I was happy. Everyone was happy. We went inside. Had to give people rides. One of my friends apparently doesn't even live in my town, so she never moved schools to live in her town. So my ride was like a half an hour. I had to drop off people, and then that concluded that day. Basically, I had to sit down and edit stuff. Then it was New Year's. I didn't even care about New Year's anymore. It was like holiday, whatever. I don't care. I spent it with that same friend. Late calls me like my sanity and everything. Honestly, I hate that guy. It's so annoying. No, everyone was so annoyed with him. The people who joined that day on that Friday, who worked with him for a grand total of like 4 hours, already hated him. And then the people who've been working with him, like me and the other two main characters who've been working with him for like 3 days, also hated him. Oh my god. Filming was finally done. The Monday, the January 2nd came around. I had to make a project that the teacher assigned like a month before, and I had to somehow finish it in a day, and I did. I managed to do it. So I couldn't work on my short film, but then that whole week was used to edit it. And then I edited it. I showed it to my actors at the end of the week on my way to the bus, on my way to the meet, my track meet, which was another experience. Honestly, my stories are so off right now. I don't know how long this video is. I feel like I've been sitting here for a while. Then, my track meet was okay. One of the runners weren't there, so I had to run an 800 meter. And keep in mind, I'm not a distance runner. I've never actually ran that long of a distance before, and that thing killed me. And I think that's why my knee is busted. That 800 meter like really killed me. After I got off the bus, which mind you was like an hour and a half bus ride, after I got off that bus, my knee was like and then ever since then it's just been hurting. But the week after, right, it was track practice. Actually, no, it wasn't. The week after, it was this past week actually. My knee hurts. I went to one practice and then had to call it quits. 3 coaches saw me limping on one lap. Like, that's gotta mean something, bro. 3 coaches saw me limping, told me to stop. No, stop. I haven't gone to practice since. Because I can't. And then the same thing with the film. It was coming down to the wire. I had to finish like all the writing prompts for this portfolio thing, and then the actual short film. And then I think that's it. I don't even know. I'm not actually lightheaded from talking so much. I'm hot, I'm lightheaded. And now it's down to the day. The 5-year anniversary. Actually, wait, no, not even anniversary. Wait. Yesterday, I decided to start a new show because I'm the social media manager, sort of. It's a whole freaking story. It's a whole story. I got suspended, whatever. You know that. You know I was suspended. So it was a risky thing, but I did it. Did it yesterday. Uploaded the video yesterday. So far, no complaints from administrators, and hopefully I don't show up on Tuesday and they expel me. But that was that. That took up pretty much all of yesterday. I didn't work on the film at all. So I was down to the very last day. January 16th was the last day to submit it. And I had to grind it out. Or actually, was it January 6th? No. I don't know. Never mind. January 16th was the last day, but I had to grind it out January 15th because the video went up January 14th. Yeah, I remember. So I was working on the video like pretty much the entire day, January 15th. And let me tell you, it sucked. It's probably my most like heavily edited video, but it doesn't look it, and then only because of the filming process that just like didn't work. But there was that. January 16th rolled around. I got a haircut that day too, I think. But that was it. It was done. I applied to my dream college, and I'm still waiting on the decision. They should be out in like the next week or so, and I hope to God I get in. I hope to God. But after that, what happened in January? Right, I was still out from my knee injury, but miraculously, about a week after, I woke up with like almost no pain in my knee. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna come back to practice. And actually, I was already deciding that day to come back to practice, no matter if my knee hurt or not. And so it was like a call from God. It was like, cure this man's knee. Except it wasn't cured. It still hurt, but like not as much as before. And yeah, after I came back from my track, from my injury, it's like track became a little more fun, a little more just fun to be there. I missed running. The week I was out, honestly, I missed it a lot. I say a lot more fun than football, because I like all you have to do is run, and like, you know, you feel good. You feel good doing something you know how to do. But that was January, and then I don't remember what else happened in January. Pretty sure I was still finishing up other college applications and stuff like that. And then I had a track meet on February 1st with and that I actually ran at. It was nowhere near as bad as the 800 and 200 meter I did at the other track meet, that thing that killed my knee in the first place. But I ran a 200 and a 55 meter, and let me tell ya, I am slow. I know it's slow, but like, goddamn, some people are fast. They are fast. So that was that. That was basically the end of my season, because I had no more races to do. I was not a track star, so that was it for like the general season. But like, I still want to practice after, because I like practice. And after that, and then the play. The play is called Lovesick. It's been okay. I gotta memorize the lines. It's where I'm a month in and I haven't really started. So, as you can see, my time management skills are amazing. Instead of doing that, I'm recording this video, but that's fine. What else happened? I was doing that play. Play's been okay. The track season was okay. When the track season finally ended, actually right before it, there was the pep rally. So like the legend, it was really fun. Like, it wasn't like the one where I won homecoming king. That one was just like they listed off sports. This one was like some sports, like listing off sports, but in between there were games. Or like pretty much the whole thing was an event, like a game event, like a competition. And I was part of the senior team. That was a really fun event. I'm not gonna lie. I really liked the competition. I may have embarrassed myself a little bit, but there was the potato sack race. There was racing with a balloon and then popping it at the other end of the gym, and then running while dizzy, and then tug of war. It was cool. I liked it. And I was part of the track team, so I also got to be there for a picture, like, with my team. So that's cool. Another thing to list off from the yearbook. Pretty cool. Anyway, that was the pep rally. What else happened? So it was like there was a spirit week. It didn't really go as planned. Oh yeah, I remember. So, like, controversy after controversy was like Spirit Week. Spirit Week, I can't remember the days it took place. I think it was like beginning of February, or like second week of February. I don't know, but like the tensions were high. There was this woman that somehow managed to enroll in my high school. She was She was much older than any high schooler should be, and she wasn't caught for 4 days, but they finally did catch her, and then it was a whole ordeal, because the week after they caught her, it was Spirit Week, and not like the spirit was high and low, as in everything that could go wrong in a high school probably went wrong. There was a riot on a Wednesday. There was a lot of fights. It was supposed to be a peaceful protest, but I knew it wasn't going to be peaceful. The students at the school are not capable of being mature. And I wasn't involved in that. But mostly, the why I've been gone part of it, I'm not just like telling a story. Like, I was there for Spirit Week, as I'm the social media manager, so I had to be there, like making posts for the Instagram, which didn't take that long, but the harder part was recording for my show that I said I created. I know I'm just making more work for myself. I should be working on that show too, but I have no clips, and that's just why I'll keep being busy. That's why I'll keep being gone even after March 3rd. I'm probably not coming back until April Fools. But after Spirit Week, it was, not much else happened, just the play. And I've just still been doing the play. And then there was a bunch of stuff piled up on me, like the college applications, because I had only really submitted like 3 applications or something, and I had to finish the rest of them. But and I still haven't gotten accepted into anything else but one college. So at the very least, I'm going to college. That's a relieving thought, because up until Valentine's Day, right? I got my acceptance letter on Valentine's Day. I didn't know if I was going to college. So I am going to college. It may not be my dream college, but at the very least I'm going somewhere. But yeah, there was that. Valentine's Day, nothing special. Or nothing worthy of me saying anything. Again, my time could be filled up always for no real reason other than my show that I'm making for this Instagram page. So really, I filled up my time before knowing it, and that's I'm really terrible at this, but whatever. That's why I've been gone. That's why I'll keep being gone, because of that, because of all the stuff I'm doing. But I don't think anything's going on like that much in my life right now. I'm pretty sure that was all there was to say. But yeah, that's why I've been gone. It comes down to it all started in. I guess it all started in. When was it? Like April-ish or March-ish? Basically last year, almost last year, where I wanted to be the social media manager, so I made campaigns to do it. That's kind of where it started. I'm telling you, I haven't given up video making. It's just not for YouTube. But the campaigns, the volleyball, I was cut from the volleyball team. Very sad, and that led me down a dark path. Then football came along from getting cut from volleyball. At the same time as football, I was doing the quinceañera thing. I was being a dancer, a chambelán. And then after that, after the final party and and right at the end of the football season, there came homecoming, right? That was a big thing. And then there was college applications in November, basically my one college application. And then the play, the musical, which I don't regret that. But the musical. Then the short film that I had to make for college. Then I had to do or not had to do, but then I chose to do winter track. At the same time as winter track, I actually towards the end of it, now I'm doing the spring play, and now I have a show that I have to keep up with. But yeah, from all those things, that's why I've been gone. That's why I'll continue to be gone. You know, actually, because at the same time as I'm doing all these other things, there's still school, you know. There's still, I'm like a pretty high performing student, right? I'm pretty sure I'm valedictorian, or at least I'm going to be. And so I gotta keep those grades up. That's not that much of a problem, except since I've been prioritizing schoolwork my whole life, it's like that comes first, and then that means that gets everything else pushed aside. So yeah, this YouTube thing, even though it is important to me, it can't really take priority over anything else, and is like just all the way down. That's why I'm only doing special events like the January 14th, my 5th channel anniversary, March 3rd, the 3 videos, March 3rd. I'll probably come back to do April Fools, whatever it will be. And then after that, I don't think there's anything. I don't have any special dates planned after April Fools. I'm not coming back for a while, till I graduate. And then I hope I can really give you guys like something. Give you my all. Give you more than I have been giving you. Because I do. I love this thing. I love doing this. Like, not having done it for so long, I feel like I'm gonna come back refreshed, like back in it. That's what I hope to do anyway. And that's why I've been gone. That and a bunch of things. But yeah, enjoy the rest of this March 3rd, whatever I have lined up for today. I hope they're good. I really hope you like them, and if not, I hope you get. Hope you understand why. At least there's this video to clarify why. And then I hope my storytelling has been interesting. I feel like I should get more. I feel like I should get better at this because I do a lot of rambling. I feel like I should at least get better in my rambling. I should be more entertaining that way. So I hope this video wasn't a complete bore. But that's been it for me. Hopefully enjoy the rest of March 3rd. As always, stay professional.